Welcome to Star Citizen. Now then, heavy armors. They have been pretty much, or at least they were, pretty much to my go-to armors, just because of their survival value. I know it's just 10% better than compared to medium armor, but still. The penalty of wearing it wasn't really that significant. There were times when I could just wear heavy armor and clear the bunker, just rush through it, all the corridors, everything like that. But these days, the heavy armor will have it stall on you running halfway through the bunker. I cannot really say it's a bad thing, seeing how valuable the heavy armors were. But that was important before there was a damage rework. These days, getting shot, you mostly get wounded, suffer some damage, you might not get killed, it might not be fatal for you. Before 3.17, getting shot could be quite fatal, and that is where the heavy armor came in. Wearing medium, wearing light gave you less chances, and the NPCs or other players who got to drop on you, a single burst could usually kill you. That's why it was smart to wear heavy armor, have medbends and all like that. Now, why I'm talking about armors in general? Because 3.17.2 brings the Siege of Horizon, and they told us that wearing heavy armor there, we're gonna be quite slow. If you haven't really been wearing heavy armor at Horizon since 3.17, well, you probably don't understand why, but if you have been wearing heavy armor, like once I did, there is quite a massive movement speed penalty. It is just specific for Horizon, and it will probably still take effect during the Siege of Horizon. The reasoning behind it might be that the gravitational pull, the Horizon is a big gas giant, and gravity there might be really strong. I don't really know, but while wearing heavy armor there, your movement speed will be very highly hampered. You don't really want it because it will just be like fast walking. Now, there are of course other reasons why you would want to wear medium armor or heavy armor. The heavy armor isn't bad. It depends on the scenario you're having. Do you need heavy armor? Do you need to carry all those weapons? Do you need all that loot? Do you need a big backpack on your back? There may be many reasons you want to have heavy armor. You might just suck at combat. That might be a good one as well. The most common armors you of course find from the bunkers, from hostiles or friendly NPCs. I personally, as of late, try to avoid heavy armors. Not really too fond of getting that heart rate up just by running through half the bunker, or just occasionally even sprinting a little, and it will already start to take its effect. The penalties actually aren't that big, especially if you're clearing bunkers. The weapons will still be quite stable, although their stability will be at a loss. It will be more significant with the snipers or long-range weapons, but with SMGs, assault rifles, it's just a minor annoyance. Another major fact with the heavy armor is you don't move as fast. Fortunately for us, it is not important in these little simple bunker missions that we can do. As there are bad parts or even penalties to wearing heavy armors, there are also some good things. You can have a lot more ammo equipped. Of course, you do get more inventory space, so you can store more items in your inventory. And with heavy armor, you can of course wear the heavy backpacks. While we're on the topic of more guns as well. These were all the typical good and bad things that you would expect of your heavy armor. The main aspect has always been the damage reduction. But on the account of what? Your movement speed and your, well, overall agility. The heavy armors will still serve you quite well when you get shot. That raises a question. How often do you get shot? Would you need the heavy armor, or would you prefer something with a bit more agility with your own playstyle? I usually have preferred agility. There are scenarios where I have gone to do some bunker missions or some specific hostile missions where I throw on heavy armor, but occasionally I would still prefer agility if I'm doing my general things that don't really revolve around the combat. The future for the heavy armor is also gonna be a bit, heavy. Because they want to make it so that pilots can't wear heavy armor. So if you're piloting a ship, you are meant to wear light armor at best, or anything or everything below it. It kind of feels like role-playing aspect. You as a pilot wearing light armor or flight suit taking a bunch of assault troops to take down a bunker. Thinking about it is probably a lot cooler than it actually will be. But the realism in this game, this is on the next level. Thinking about it, I probably have most amount of medium armors than light armors and just a couple of heavies standing around. I haven't really had the need for them as of late, since we don't really get that fatally shot anymore. I want to say that there still is a quite high chance that you might get shot and killed, but it's significantly smaller than it used to be. So for conclusion, there are quite many perks for wearing heavy armor, and a couple of penalties. So you best make that decision yourself, because heavy armor's prices have gone up as well, so wearing medium light might be better for your wallet, unless you plan on looting it, in which case you really don't care. Anyways, thanks for watching.